Tremendous cute, tremendous cute, tremendous cute.
Who's your favorite pitmaster's favorite pitmaster?
Way! Yeah!
Hey, what's going on, Tremendous Q fans? It's your boy here, Wade Morse, owner of Pitmaster Tremendous Q, and today we got a redo for you guys, all right? I'm going to be knocking out one of the first videos that I did when I first started this channel, okay? Now, before I get into that, you know I got to thank everybody for stopping by the channel. However you got here, clicked on YouTube, searched on Google, tripped over it, hey, don't worry about it. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you can get notified when I drop all my latest content, all right? For all my returning subscribers, you guys already know I thoroughly appreciate your support, okay? Now, today's video is not going to be super complicated. We are cooking up a tomahawk steak. It's basically a ribeye on a bone, and the bone is like the size of an arm, which hence the name. When you see it, it looks like a tomahawk. You can kind of tell from the thumbnail of the video, right? So today in the redo, we're actually going to be cooking on the Grilla Kong, okay? I believe on the first video I was either cooking on the charbroil offset or the Weber kettle grill. But today, now that I got my Grilla Kong, I've had it for a little while. I'm redoing a couple of videos, and I saw this steak in Belgium and I just could not pass it up. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into this video, and you guys can let me know in the comment section what you think.
All right, let's get this tomahawk do-over started. So I'm actually going to be using a split diffuser, right? So Pitmaster Pro tip, if you have the option, it's usually you see them on Kamado style cookers. If you have the option for a split diffuser, go ahead and use that, all right? You can put half of the diffuser in, and then you can put your meat over the diffuser, and then when it's time for you to do the other half of the reverse sear, or the second part of the reverse sear, you can just move it over to the open flame side, okay? I'm using applewood for this cook, so we're going to go ahead and get those on and then get our tomahawk ready. So you guys know I'm in Belgium and in French we got a tomahawk bouffe. The origin country is Ireland, something that I think I see on lamb in the States, but on almost all the meat over, especially beef and lamb in Europe, is it tells you the country of origin, and most popular ones are going to be France, New Zealand, Ireland, and I can't remember the fourth one off the top of my head. But yes, a lot of times when you get the packaged meat, it's going to tell you where it's from here in Europe. So that's kind of pretty cool. And obviously it's going to be in the local language, right? So you can see the size of this thing. It's got some decent marbling. I've definitely had better tomahawk steaks, but I think that this is going to be a really good steak based on the products or the ones that they had available in the store, okay? So we're going to keep it simple, all right? We're going to hit it with a little salt, pepper, basically our brisket rub. You guys know I like my beef super simple, very Texas style. I'm gonna hit it with the salt, pepper. Be pretty generous with it. It is a thicker cut of meat. This thing I think came out to just under 2 inches thick, all right? So go ahead and be generous with your rub, because when you slice it, you're going to be getting a lot of meat, and that crust is going to, that char grill flavor on the crust is going to have to take up for all the meat surface area that's actually going to be hitting your palate, okay? So this is about 20 minutes into the cook, all right? You can see that it's starting to get that nice golden brown color. Nowhere near where we want to be in terms of internal temperature, but I wanted to give you guys a peek after about 20 minutes, all right? You can see the split diffuser is protecting the meat, so it is truly smoking, even though I have a flame going on underneath the diffuser. It is protecting that meat, and you will see after another about 30 minutes when it's time to pull it and put it on the reverse, or put it on the other side for that reverse sear. Here's where it's at, all right? That split diffuser did a great job protecting the meat. I haven't touched it at all. You see the fat, the meat, it's starting to pull away from the bone and tighten up, all right? Now, I have my internal temperature, and it's time for the fun part, all right? This is the second part of the reverse sear, all right? Essentially what you're gonna do with the reverse sear method, you slow cook it until it gets to your internal temperature just below what you want to get. Here's some temperature ranges. You can check these things out, all right? I don't recommend going anything higher than medium. You're going to reverse sear it by cooking it on a lower temperature until it gets about 5 to 10 degrees below where you want it, and then you're going to move it over to the sear side, and you want your pit at least screaming, okay? You want it at least 500 degrees, and then you're going to finish off that protein on that side, usually about 1 to 2 minutes per side. It doesn't take very long at all. So you're probably going to want to stay out there and monitor it, especially if you have an open flame, to make sure that you're not burning the outside of the meat. You want the char, but you don't want it to burn, okay? So make sure you monitor it. Don't go too far away from the grill. There you go. That's that reverse sear. We slow cooked it for a little while, all right, about 45-50 minutes, until we got to the internal doneness that we wanted, and then we finished it off over a searing hot open flame, okay? You want to make sure you pull it below the temperature, 5 to 10 degrees below where you want it to ultimately get to. That way it doesn't overcook when you put it on the open flame side, all right? Now, we let this rest for about 15-20 minutes. It's a thinner cut of meat compared to, you know, your briskets and your pulled porks, so we don't want it to rest too long and cool all the way off. Let's open this thing up and see what the final product looks like. And I'll tell you guys, if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it, all right? Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and cut on those notifications, all right? And by the way, go ahead and hit the like button too. You know, we appreciate a like every now and then, all right? So, hey, we're cutting into this tomahawk steak, and you guys can see I cooked this to rare. That was the doneness that I was looking for, right? So it was about 125-ish degrees internal temperatures when I pulled this thing off. I don't think I actually showed that in the video, but that's the temperature that I was going for. And the reason that I did this is because as much as I wanted to, I was not going to be able to eat this all the way by myself. And when I reheat it, obviously it's going to continue to cook a little bit more, okay? So I don't mind cooking my steak just under where I want it compared to when I want to reheat it. And that's what I did here. So that's another Pitmaster Pro tip, actually, that you guys can have for free. All right, everything I offer is free here on the Tremendous Q Cooking Channel. All right, so we cook this thing to rare. That way, I eat my steak medium rare after I have to reheat it. Okay, and one of the coolest things I like about tomahawks, all right, another just personal tip about me, is the picturesque, how picture perfect these things look when you keep that bone and you slice open what is equivalent of a ribeye steak, okay? This is the ribeye still attached to the bone. I really like how this thing looks. It shoots very well in terms of social media. So if you guys haven't had one of those before, I strongly recommend it, especially if you have an Instagram account. This thing turned out great. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one here on the Cooking Channel, all right? Peace.